North Province, northern area, skies above. What do we eat? Oh look, it's the Crimson Wings. Courageous. The memories back from Trails of Cold Steel 2. It's all Thors main campus. Well, anyway, hey guys, what's up? Lord Michiru again here, your Lord of Video Games, and welcome to another episode of Trails of Cold Steel 3. Last time, everything just hit the fan. I can't get into details, but last episode was crazy, it was insane. So if you guys haven't checked it out, I highly suggest you check out last video, because you really don't want to miss it. And then we are just picking right up where we left off. All these guys from the main campus look like NPCs, like come on. Oh, Hugo, okay, you're there. Huh. Laura's dad is here, piloting the Courageous.
We are now over the western part of the Isengard mountain range. Estimated arrival in Heimdall is 1410.
Maintain current course and speed. Once we reach Ulster, adjust course to run parallel to the railroad.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You have my thanks, Your Grace. Your assistance this past week has been invaluable.
Yep.
Think nothing of it. This is the Crimson Wing's job, after all. I've no doubt your first bout of field exercises in Northumbria saw you even busier than I. It is I who should be thanking you for your hard work.
To be honest, I'm having a difficult time deciding how to proceed as a teacher.
Perhaps that is a sign of General Craig's influence. I would advise you to follow your own convictions for the time being. That way, you may...
Ah, instructor. There you are.
Oh, of course. Welcome again, douchebag.
Greetings, my lord.
Seeing it up close, the Courageous is truly amazing. And though it was barely used during the Civil War, its main cannon is certainly impressive as well. Perhaps we should consider deploying a number of cruisers to match our fleet of battleships.
Cadet.
It is true that during an emergency, such power may prove beneficial. Learning when to use one's power and when to refrain is an important lesson. If that is the lesson your field exercises have taught you, then I'd say it is safe to declare them a success.
Yes, of course. My thanks, Captain Arcade. I look forward to seeing you again. I wish you luck patrolling the summer festival alongside my older brother.
That was... He was cuter before, now he just grew up to that. I miss Heimdall. So Heimdall's gonna be our next location, I guess. Even though we already visited before. This is the underground, right? Yeah. Huh?
Damn it! How many times have they slipped away like that now? There's no end to it!
Alright, Goku. Jeez.
We need help from the Intelligence Division or the RMP.
Man, it'd be nice if all we had to deal with are those half-wits. But we can't afford to let our guard down. Spread out and lay low until the appointed time. Be sure you've got your Ramdas ready to use.
Roger. Recommencing mission.
Huh. Chloroma grass.
Red flowers?
Oh no, dude, get out of there.
I don't think so.
Nosferatu? Wait, Vita? Was that Vita?
There's no end to them.
Yep.
The eyes which served as the vessel for the bringer of miracles. But when the flame consumed the mirage, the fairy tale became that of the Empire. So as a professional, how do you intend to intervene?
Oh, obvious?
The professor, right?
To be perfectly honest, I'm having a bit of trouble finding a lead.
Thomas! Hey, how's it going? You're part of the Stall Ritter. I mean, not Stall Ritter, the ones that work for the Holy Grail. The church, I forgot their name.
I was hoping we could work together as friends and colleagues and have ourselves a little information exchange. I could even help you bury the hatchet with elder of your clan, perhaps?
That's right. You have an agreement with her, don't you? Well, I'll consider your offer. However, I ask that you play nice from now on, Mr. Former History Instructor. Or should I say, Second Dominion, Thomas Lysander the Partitioner.
Yeah. I found that out back in Trails of Cold Steel 2 once you complete the black records. Valflame Palace. Oh wow, this is very, very pretty. Holy. Asmella's Garden. This is gorgeous. Wow. Imagine having a garden like that. Jeez. The King and Queen. I mean the Emperor and the Empress.
I would not have expected that Olivert would be missing the party like this.
It is unfortunate, yet understandable, given the current situation. With the Crimson Wings safeguarding Heimdall's skies, I'm sure the citizens will feel at ease.
Yes, but I can't help but feel bad for him. I wonder if he's been upset over Cedric's actions of late.
Olivert isn't the type to let that get to him. You should know this as well as I.
No, you're right.
Aw.
He was only a young boy when he lost his mother and was adopted into the royal family.
Oh.
I would have understood if he hadn't accepted me, given his early life. But he gladly welcomed me as his stepmother and was truly happy when Alphen and Cedric were born.
Yes, that is the virtue he possesses. It's easy to believe he has friends not simply across Erebonia, but the entire continent.
Yes. However, recently, even though Cedric once looked up to his older brother, he...
Pardon me, Your Highness. Chancellor Osborne would like an audience.
Very well. Send him in.
Osborne. Hey, Dad.
My apologies for interrupting, my liege. You as well, Lady Priscilla.
No. It's quite all right. I shall excuse myself now.
Ever so graceful.
She seems to have some worries about the prince.
It is to be expected, so long as she sees things differently from you.
Understood.
In any event, it seems things are beginning to line up with what was written in the records.
Yes, though we set the timing for the Civil War ourselves. By this point, however, the ending is all but decided. But are you certain this is all right? Leaving everything in my hands?
As I told you 14 years ago, if there truly is no other way to avoid this end, then I shall leave it all to you.
What are you guys talking about?
It may place a great burden on my sons, but could not the same be said of you?
Yes, my liege.
Radiant Heimdall, yep. And now it is July 4th. With July, summer was in full swing and leaves. It is July 2nd here in the, world. However, with Thors' move back toward being a traditional military academy, no summer uniforms were given out. Students at both the main and branch campus were only allowed to remove the inner lining from their normal uniforms. Hey, you two. As students across both campuses were wilting under the sun's harsh rays, a certain event was about to take place that would bring them all together. Summer festival? Fourth period, Erebonian history. Up till now, we've covered an overview of the time period from the Great Collapse to the modern era. But starting this week, we'll be taking a more in-depth look at certain key individuals. Let's start with Drykles Rize Arner, father of the Imperial Renaissance. 250 years ago, he brought the War of the Lions to a close, ushering us into the modern era. Though he was born as the third prince of the Emperor Valius V, he was born out of wedlock and ended up abdicating his status and wandering the empire. He found himself at the edge of the empire, the Nord Highlands. There he was welcomed by the nomadic tribes and spent a few years with them. Meanwhile, the Empire's mainland had plunged into a bloody civil war. Originally, he had no interest in the throne, but once he saw the toll the war was taking on his country, he decided to put an end to it. He started with only 17 followers, 16 Nord warriors who decided to join him, and his confidant, the knight Roland. Half a year later, though, Prince Drykles would have a fateful encounter in the southwest of the Empire, Legram. The daughter of the Count and leader of the Eisenreiter, Leanne Sandlot. The hero, otherwise known as the Lance Maiden, who we know personally. Do you, instructor? Wait, that what? You know wouldn't ask that. But shh, we're keeping it under wraps.
I have a question.
Oh, okay, ask away.
When the other instructors fought the real Saint Leanne?
Of course, that is a question that's going to be asked. Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. Saint Leanne is a legendary knight. There's no way it was actually her, but I heard the fight was intense. Well, instructor?
Without a doubt, she was tremendously strong, and that aura of hers certainly seemed real. But it's possible one of Ouroboros' members is just posing as her.
Oh, are we sure?
Let's put that aside for now, though.
Interesting.
Stingy.
By the way, 254 years ago, on July 4th, the War of the Empire and the War of the Lions came to the close. I cannot read today, jeez. Came to an end. Now keep in mind, the test will cover the events from just before to after the War of the Lions. So make sure to review that time period thoroughly. I hate his grade was pretty high too. He looks great in glasses too. Anyway, our 4 days of midterms will begin tomorrow. General studies, military science, arts, information processing, combat technique. There'll be a lot to cover, so good luck. You rattled those all off like it'll be easy. No way all that is going to be easy. I suppose we'll simply have to trust in everything we learned thus far. By the by, a little birdie told me the contents of our exams and the schedule will match that of the main campus. I wonder, will our grades be posted alongside theirs? That's right. Both individual scores and class averages will be posted at both campuses. So it should be worth your time to study, wouldn't you agree? It's so blatant. So you're going to make us compete. And our little crown prince is gonna be handed first place on a silver platter, yeah? I can totally see that happening. Nope, that won't happen. In the past, Thors was split up into nobles and commoners, but grading has always been done fairly. Instructors I know at the main campus wouldn't let grades be tampered with like that. So at the very least, the exams will be a level playing field. If you say so. You want to beat him, huh, Kurt? There'll also be a little reward waiting for you guys once the exams are over. You'll have a free day this weekend to look forward to, so give the exams all you got. I'll be giving the exams for Erebonian history and combat techniques, so please ask me anything if you're confused about tomorrow. Before tomorrow, my bad. All preparations for exams have been completed. Grades will be posted alongside main campus, but I don't expect there to be problems. Our curriculum should be in sync thanks to the Orbital Net. It's great that we were able to work with the main campus instructors to come up with exam questions. All that's left is for students themselves to show us what they've got. Jaeger Corps have been confirmed retreating from the Empire since last month's field exercise. And according to the Intelligence Division, it would appear the Society has withdrawn as well. I see.
Well, if that's true, it's great news, but...
Maybe we can stop being fully clenched all the time now? We can all let our guards down completely, but for the time being, we can at least allow them to be just students. Take care not to disclose any information regarding exam questions, but feel free to clarify any questions the students have. Be a simple guiding hand in their studies. Yep, like all teachers. Looks like big bad Mr. Michael has really toned it down.
He's always been very serious and responsible.
But it seems like he's been thinking with the students in mind recently.
Let's do our best to be as much help to the students as we can today.
Right, we've got some time before the school closes for the day. Well then, let's split up, gang. Alright, we got the mystery crew here. The exams will be held over the next 4 days, and then this Sunday is a free day. The location for our next field exercise will be announced too, so it's going to be a busy few days. No, they're going immediately to study. Looks like everyone's working together to brush up on their weak subjects. I guess I'll make my rounds and talk to any students who look like they're having a tough time. That aside. Yeah. Many strong foes. Ouroboros in the Black Workshop. I wonder if the principal and the professor know anything about them. It's a free day before the exam. Talk to specific characters today to trigger study events. The main story will progress after you've seen all the key events and used up all your studying points. So it's not bonding points, it's studying points. Okay. Got a message on his Arcus. Oh wow, that's a lot of thank you messages.
Sending a woman perfume, Masterine. My, are you ever bold. And I happen to love the smell of roses. I'll be certain to wear this the next time I see you. I will, of course, be keeping this a secret from Lady Elisa, as should you.
Maybe I pushed it. If it's a gift, we have to keep secret. Well, she clearly likes it, that's all that matters. Machias. I use the antique coffee grinder you sent me right away. In a word, it's incredible. There's this I cup in the morning with it, and I'm good to work for the rest of the day. Come visit the Ost District when I'm home, and I'll brew you a cup. I knew a coffee connoisseur like him would appreciate it. I'm already looking forward to that cup. Elise!
I tried that pure white soap you sent me, and the results were wonderful. Using it makes me feel as moisturized when I bathe in the hot springs at home. I'll let you see for yourself if I could. Perhaps I'll have enough set aside for our next hot spring visit.
I'm not so sure about that. We're old enough that we shouldn't really be bathing together anymore. It's nice that she's already making use of the soap at least. And Alphen. It tasted divine. Was it tea that we sent to her?
Yep. The Eastern tea you sent me was just delicious, Rean. I did have a difficult time bringing out its true essence, mind. Eastern and Western teas are prepared very differently, I've come to learn. I think you would be much better at it. I'd love if you could teach me your ways.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that when I gave it to her. I like the idea of teaching her how to prepare it though. Alright, so we're going along the school and seeing... Oh my god, Major Michael. Like, do that to me a lot, huh? Why do you like doing that? Jeez. Oh, that's cute. You have anything? Yes, we do. Get the Imperial Chronicle here. Oh, there you are. What? I'm like, I saw a quest. Yeah, this is a quest event. Valerie, what are you doing here? Is there a problem? No, I was just wondering why you weren't studying for the exams. Everyone else has gotten together and started studying their weakest subjects. Must I do the same thing as everyone? Besides, exams are for measuring your average knowledge. If you crammed the day before, it's not a proper measurement. Well, I suppose, but I thought that Valerie had opened up a little since when she first got here. But I guess she still is just as aloof as ever. Oh yeah, you joined the Modern Music Club, right? How's that been going? Well, that reaction says it all. Are you having trouble with the club? Let's say I am. What does it matter to you? I'd appreciate if you could pry into my personal matters. I've got nothing to talk to you about. Is that so? Let's help her out. As a teacher, I can't let whatever problem she's having continue. I'll talk to the other members of her club first, Pablo and Gustav. Well, I know where Pablo and Gustav are. I saw them in the... where was it? Cafeteria. Hey, Pablo. Hey, Instructor Rean. How can I help you with something? I wanted to ask about Valerie. Did something happen in the Modern Music Club? Oh, I didn't see a pretty big fight with her. We hadn't talked since. How did it start? I asked her to be on vocals. Vocals? Hey, she never sings in front of people. But I heard her sing to herself a few times and her voice is just so good. So I asked her to come over on vocals. Even just once, you know. She wasn't having it though. I was a wee bit pissed, and next thing you know, we were going at it. I see. Come to think of it, I've heard her singing too. I could remember that she had a nice voice. I know she doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but I just think it'd be a big waste of talent she didn't. I know I went overboard myself though. Probably is I cannot figure out how to make things right. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to her one more time. Can you wait a little longer? Instructor Reans, cheers! I appreciate it. Okay, now I see what's going on. I should go talk with Gustav next. Yep. Hey Gustav, can we talk? Instructor Rean? What is it? I wanted to ask you about Valerie. I heard she got in a big fight with Pablo. I wasn't there when it happened, but yeah, it seems so. And Valerie hasn't shown up to practice since then. Somehow I knew this would happen eventually. Why is that? Well, Valerie's the kind of person who shies away from the spotlight. Not because of her personality, but more because of her upbringing. Oh? Valerie's always seemed to carry herself like a noble. Sometimes she almost reminds me of Muse and Tatiana. Yeah, I got the same impression from her. Nobles are extremely rare in Ambria these days. She grew up being resented by those around her. But this is all just speculation. Good point. I need to ask her about her directly. Thank you, Gustav. That was a big help. Oh, don't mention it. I didn't actually do much. I think I got a better grasp on the situation now. I should probably talk with Valerie again. I think you should find a way to make up with Pablo. You're such a busybody. Well, if it were just a normal argument, I wouldn't step in like this. But it seems like there's something you've been bottling up. Bottling up? Yeah, I'm sure you'll deny it, but you want to be on vocals more than anyone, don't you? That's not true. Well, sorry if I am being a busybody, but you're from a noble family in Northumbria, right? So what if I am? It's just that if that were the case, I can imagine the circumstances you must have endured. Well, you're not wrong there. Back when Northumbria was still a principality, the nobility system was still in place. After Northumbrian disaster, the government was remade and the nobility abolished, though they kept their wealth to some extent. In a poor country like ours, children born into wealth and comfort were, of course, victims of envy and spite. Valerie. And on top of that, I have another secret. The truth is, my family is related to the former Grand Prince of Northumbria, Balmund. The former Grand Prince? I'm sure you know the story. You're a history teacher after all. Empress Balmund, the treacherous ruler who fled Northumbria during the disaster 28 years ago. Apparently any family with connections to him is a family of devils, mine included. How could they say such a thing? I came here intending to keep that a secret, but I don't care anymore. Anyway, it's probably the best you don't get involved with a devil. So please, instructor, just leave me be. I can't do that. Pablo heard, right? Yeah. Valerie, how come you didn't tell me sooner? It's just not fair for someone who's done nothing wrong to be treated like that. Hey, how long were you two here? We were here pretty much the whole time. Sorry. Pablo and I were just worried, though. This school is full of busybodies. But fine. I'll let you two know as well. Nothing good will come from associated with me, so... Don't be daft. Huh? Yeah. Hearing that stuff even made me angry. Family of devils? None of that matters in the world of rock. Hey, come to think of it, might have been come in handy. Rock's all about the soul. Your upbringing doesn't have anything to do with it. Hey, Valerie. It's about time you quit bottling it all up. Take those emotions and light a fire time. Let them start blowing right up. He means he wants you to play some rock music with you now. Alright, then. I'll get to the key to the art room. You get me, instructor. Hey, what are you... Alright. She looks like she wants to kill him. How did it end up like this? No use whining about it. Yeah, you just gotta do it. Alright. I know. Screw it. But we're not gonna hear her at all. Well, that's good that they came to resolve that. That was brilliant. Your music was almost entrancing. I'd say it was a pretty darn close professional sounding.
Flattery won't get you anywhere.
I don't need to be so shy. I would score 1,000 times better than any lyrics that I fall out of my gob. So from now on, you'll be focusing on vocals. Is that alright with you, Valerie?
Fine, whatever.
I guess it's too late for me to back out anymore anyway. Secret's out. Does that mean you'll agree to it? Yeah, I give up. Yes! Get in there. I get the feeling things are only gonna get more fun from here on. Hey! 5,000 Mira too. Alright, so we have 3 study points. So, let's see who should we use it with. I'm gonna keep going around and see if there's anything else to do. There's 2 studying physics. Looks like you're making good progress. Well, actually, we're having a hard time concentrating. but I'm sure that if you helped us, we could make even more progress.
I almost thought you were being serious there for a second.
Musée never changes.
They both get good grades, so I shouldn't have to worry about them. But that's still no reason for me not to help out. Yes, this consumes a studying point. Well, if it won't distract you, I can help.
Then it's decided. Thank you.
Judging from your notes, you probably don't even need my help. Though, Tatiana, you may have made a few careless mistakes.
Sorry.
I wasn't criticizing you.
We're both still having some troubles with one of the more recent concepts. The variables that affect trajectory.
Rotation and air resistance cause trajectories to deviate. Instructor Michael is already teaching you that, huh?
Yes, but we're having a hard time grasping it. Especially the deposition effect. Would you be able to teach us about it?
That's actually hard for me too. When a rotating object, in this case a bullet, is hit with an external force such as resistance, its trajectory will deviate. A bullet rotating to the right will sway right, and a bullet rotating to the left will sway left. At the very least, just remember that. To be honest, that's the extent of my knowledge on the subject.
I see. That's still helpful.
It's hard for me to answer questions outside of my specialty. It might be better if you ask Instructor Michael.
Does that mean you're abandoning us? Would you be able to help us a little more? I feel like you're really good at breaking things down to make them easier to learn.
Well, when you put it that way, I can't refuse. Oh, Mise.
He even looks cute when he's struggling.
Oh god. After that, Rean taught the two physics, using the knowledge he'd gained through experience. Then you do Cayenne. Oh my god. Mise, I hate you.
Why is all this Empire history stuff so tricky for me? Do you get any of this, Leo? I can help you with crossbow stuff. I'm all set when it comes to stuff about the ocean, but in case everything else, I'm a lost cause. That's important to know history, so you can learn from it. But do we gotta memorize all these names and dates? I feel like my head's about to explode.
Seems like they're crabbing for their history exams. They look pretty focused. Maybe I can help them out a bit. Yes, especially you're a history teacher. Hey, Yuna, Lenora. Sounds like you two might be having some trouble.
Instructor Rean? Well, you're kind of the root of all our problems right now.
I guess that's one way to put it. As my way of apology, how about I help you study?
For real? Ha! Oh man, that'd be great.
Especially since it's history. This part we covered in class just recently. The War of the Lions began in 947. Can you name the 3 events that directly led to it?
Let's see. The War of the Lion was a battle over succession. So the first reason was the death of Emperor Valius V.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The next is the assassination of Prince Manfred, right? He was supposed to be emperor. But isn't it just those 2 things?
Well, to be fair, the third reason is a little tricky, but it's also the most direct cause of the war. All the remaining princes trying to claim the throne at once. Why is that red? That's going to be in the exams?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I get it. The first one to try to seize the throne was the 4th Prince Orthos. Then it was 2 years after the war began that Prince Draculaeus raised an army to put an end to it.
When you explain it in steps like that, it's easier to understand. Yeah, there's a lot to remember, but I feel like it's better organized in my head now.
Glad to help. No matter how the question is actually written, as long as you understand the sequence of events, you should be able to answer.
I hate to admit it, but he's kinda reliable. Why don't you just appreciate him for what he is?
I hope I was able to help you guys even a little. Oh, and while I'm here, let me go over the different battlefields with you. After that, Rean continued to explain various points of the War of the Alliance in a simple and accessible way. He's such a good teacher. I've spent time with him once. I was debating between him or Altina, but I'll go with Ash. Ash, Star, don't you need to study? What do you think, we're doing this for fun? We're actually using chess pieces to review military science. Oh, I see. Review military science. Both of them scored high in that class. That being said, maybe I'll join them since I have the chance. Yeah, sure. This reminds me when I was in school. Would it be alright if I joined you? Sure, that'd be great. Sounds like a good way to kill time at least. If you have any questions, I'm all ears. In that case, can you analyze this field exercise question? Let's see what the topic is. Using a mid-sized troop to support and siege, and how to move them efficiently. Okay, then let's start the lecture. You're really getting into this, Instructor Rean. Don't try to make this into another class. I can't help it, so please bear with me. So, here's the real question. Let's look at this from our main troops. Look at this before our main troops hit the enemy's main troops. It's a siege battle, so we need to hit the enemy from behind. You can have your support troop either deploy right behind the enemy, or have them take a long detour to hit them from afar. From those, which one would you use? I'd get them from behind, obviously. The longer you take, the more likely you are to get caught. Oh, that is true. What do you think, Stark? Let's see. I think both answers are wrong. Damn it, I didn't even notice. It wouldn't make sense for the support troops to engage before the main troops do. There we are, now you got it. Dirty ass trick question. So, I think their support troops should make their move while the main troops are engaged. And once they are, the support troop can attack right behind the enemy. Yes, precisely. Having your support troop take a long detour is a waste of time, and the main forces are already engaged. So yeah, that should be all for this question. I hope this was helpful. It was really helpful. That was a great lesson. Alright, bring on the next question. I'll get it right this time. Alright, here's another. Rean came up with a few more questions. After they answered, he would analyze their choices. Teacher to the end. All these have Toa. But let's see. You're helping these two study Toa?
Yep, sure am. These two are both a little worried about questions on politics. Not to mention all the recent changes in political landscape. The dissolution of the House of Representatives and the House Peers, the establishment of the Diet, the 8 Metropolis Plan. It all sounds like some foreign language.
I feel your pain.
If you have time, would you mind helping us out, Rean? There's only so much I can cover on my own.
Yeah, sure thing. Rean helped Toa give her students advice on political etiquette. AP increased by 2. Oh no, this is scary. Oh no. Maybe if I help everyone. Right? Who's in here? Jessica and Tita. Hey girls. Are you two studying orbital technology?
For now, yes.
I'm going to search to teach Tita about military science, and she's teaching me about ornaments. I see. Well, it doesn't sound like there's much I can help here.
Actually, regarding the usage of orbital aids, if you don't mind, could we get a brief overview? I had some question about its use outside just basic operations. Oh yeah, I was curious about that too.
Well, that I can help with. Leave it to me.
Yay, thank you. My thanks.
Rean gave advice on using technology in combat situations. AP increased. Oh wow, that's gonna make a huge difference then. Get in there. Sydney and Kyrie. No, this is not. This is Freddy and Kyrie.
Oh, Instructor Rean.
You're all studying for the test together?
Yes, we're going over things subject, and by subject, and teaching each other the ones we know best. My specialty in medical field.
Leave survival skills to me. Sounds like you guys got a good system going on here.
Well, if that was everything on the exams, then yes, but
we're having some trouble with history. Well, guess that's where I come in. Here, let me take a look.
Yay, thank you.
I guess it never hurts to ask. Jesus, Freddy. Rean gave the students some advice on history. AP increased. And here are you two. Hey, Rean. Oh, hello, Randy. Are you teaching military studies? Yeah, well, Cindy was about to head out. Jeez, he's still got potential. Skid shouldn't give up so easily.
I was planning on studying more tonight. I just figured I should relax for a bit first.
He's lying. Randy, would it be alright if I help too? We may need to get a little rough with Sydney. Oh yeah? Sounds great to me.
Why do these things always
happen? Rean and Randy gave the students advice on military studies. And AP increased by 2. Again. Oh? Damn, look at you, girl. There we are. No, Principal Le Guin, you wear glasses? That's a little surprising. Well, actually, for some reason, my vision is unusually keen. I can see everything in excruciating detail from up close to a great distance away. Sometimes I find myself getting annoyed by a speck of dust floating in the air. So to combat this issue, I commissioned these glasses to suppress my vision. Oh, that's somehow not surprising at all. All that's left to do for the exams tomorrow is to leave them to the students. Is there anything you'd like to ask me about Ouroboros, perhaps? Yeah, so you knew. What are your thoughts about the report that the Jaegers and Ouroboros have been pulled out of Erebonian? I'd certainly recommend taking it with a grain of salt. Nihon's the Black Workshop. These are far too many unseen forces at work here. Yeah, I agree. Regarding to the maiden, we've reached an answer of sorts. For better or worse. Huh? She definitely called upon her full power when fighting the two of us. But what if there was something more to her? Something beyond the power of a human? If she's out of the picture for good, then that's fine. Otherwise, we need to be ready for her, and by we, I mean all of you. Understood. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Aurelia's soundscape, Aurelia's glasses. Ooh, okay. I understand. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Creating clean water during disaster. Prepare a container, pack bottom with cloth. Pack charcoal, sand, pebbles in that order. Pour water from above and wait. This is like something they teach actual soldiers on the front lines. I'll need to make sure everyone memorizes this. Okay, look at that. Are these the remains of the White Aeon? I was able to get a decent sample. This sample is better than the ones from Sutherland and Crossbell, but it'll take time for me to analyze it. Is that so? I mean, its abilities were intense, Special annihilation, moving the railway cannons. It's safe to say the culmination of the society's gorgeous years. The least I heard is development stalled out 2 years ago, but we may need to revise our understanding. Professor Schmidt's voice keeps just changing. In any event, your Tachi has been repaired. Check to it to make sure it's sharp as you remember. Okay, thank you, Professor. Yeah, I got snapped. To be honest, I thought it was going to be the end of me. I was somehow able to endure it with the mana blade thing. It was probably the mana feedback that went through the Divine Knight, but it's not reliable. Don't expect it to happen again. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, thank you very much. Can't believe it's already this late. Huh? The sky looks kind of strange. I'll need to prep for the exam before I head out today. Once I'm done with everything I need to do, I'll head back to the faculty lounge.
Hope to see you again. Give a shout and I'll get you what you need.
Blonde hair Aurelia. You can get this here. Should I start my final preparations for the exams? Yes. Let's go. Rean looked over the exams for tomorrow and saw the students off campus. After one final check to make sure everything was locked up, he prepared to head back to the dorm. Is it starting to rain? Oh, it's pouring. And he always has an umbrella. That's good. Looked like it's only sprinkling, but I'm glad I brought this umbrella. All the students are gone now, so maybe I'll...
No! I didn't think it was raining this hard.
Aw, Toa. Oh no, little Toa. That's... Toa.
Oh, Rean! Was it your turn to lock up today? Thanks for taking care of things.
No problem. Here, do you need an umbrella? You can share. We can share mine.
It's okay.
You just.
That's not fair. You're not giving me much of a choice.
That's Rean.
Fine. You win. We'll share the umbrella. Just don't get your shoulder wet from trying to give me more cover, okay?
No worries. After all, you're so tight.
Why? I wonder what you were about to say.
Oh boy. You're about to piss her off.
Used to be so much straightforward and innocent. And now you're giving me impossible choices like this. You've grown up, but in a bad way.
Sorry. But knowing you, you gave your umbrella to a student in need. And then lied to them about having a spare, so they wouldn't feel guilty.
Were you watching?
No, I just knew you wouldn't forget to bring an umbrella. And it started raining so suddenly, it's an easy situation to imagine.
Jeez, you're bad for making weird, accurate guesses like that, too. Rean, you're still only 20. You should stand to be a little more innocent. Even though we're colleagues, don't forget I'm still a year older than you.
Got it. But I think going through all that changed me a bit.
Huh?
Nothing. Sorry. Let's head back. Or did you need to stop by somewhere first?
No, I'm fine going straight home.
Aw. So, political economy's exam is the vice principal Heinrich from main campus.
Yes, his expertise was a big help in making the exam. You're in charge of history and combat skills, right?
Yeah, I work with instructor Beatrix and one of the new instructors at the main campus. Seemed like they were as maniacally busy as we were.
I suppose it's no wonder after Principal Van Dyke and Instructor Thomas both left.
Oh.
But Instructor Makarov and Instructor Mary are still there, giving it their all. But this really brings me back. 2 years ago, Instructor Sarah and Instructor Neidhart were giving exams too.
Yeah, seems like just yesterday. The old teachers. It feels like all recent government policies are really putting a focus on the military. Nevertheless, it's reassuring to know our old instructors are still at it, doing everything they can.
That's true. Yeah, I'm going to have to work hard to catch up to them. By the way, Angie and George are both back in Erebonian now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Are they both in Ruhr right now?
Yes, I believe so. They must both be so busy I can't get in touch with either of them. Thinking about those two makes me a little jealous. It's clear how much they mean to each other.
Huh? Well, sure, but... George isn't really Angelica's, type, right? Then again, considering the way they looked dancing together at the bonfire after the school festival...
Well, they've known each other for a long time, so maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But still, I can't help but feel like their relationship is a little different from just two friends. The difference in their social classes might be a problem to some, but if something did happen between them, I'd be the first to congratulate them. I think Crow would have felt the same way.
Yeah. He'd probably congratulate them, then tease them relentlessly.
He would do that. Rean, you know you don't need to worry about your family or that masked person all on your own, right? If you ever need to talk, you got the old Class 7 Instructor Sarah, but the members of the new Class 7 as well. And of course, I'm always willing to lend you an ear too.
Toa. Do you happen to know about my father?
Yeah, well, I didn't hear from Class 7 or Sarah or anything like that. But by Major Claire's behavior, I can make a guess.
I see. No, it stopped raining.
Oh.
Looks like it cleared up. It's a beautiful night sky. You can see the stars shining so clearly now.
Maybe the clouds all got blown away? Thanks for helping me out. Reminds me of when we went shopping together as students.
Yeah. Oh wow, that feels like ages ago now. That was when you helped me figure out what to do with for the summer festival.
And then I showed you the video of our concert from the year before.
And boy, oh boy, Lil Toa, jeez.
Oh, wait, let's just forget about that.
Well, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget the sight of you in that outfit.
Rean, you're such a meanie.
But jokes aside, can we talk more sometime? I'd like to tell you some things. Things like my father, about what happened in the Infernal Castle, about what happened after you graduated. I want you to know the whole story from start to finish.
Of course, I'd love that.
Aww. That's so cute. And the next day. First day of midterms. The next day saw the start of the 4-day-long exam for both Thors Branch Campus and Branch Campus. History. In the events leading to the War of the Alliance 947, which prince declared himself the next emperor following the assassination of Prince Manfred. Oh, we learned this from Instructor Rean just a few days ago. That was the 4th Prince Orthos, because I don't know any of these. Dracles entered later on, and then it's Albert. I mean, I don't know Albert, that's what I mean. This is the right answer for sure. Hopefully it's something we learned with Randy. Which of the following statements is true? Is about the effects of gyros big spin of bullets true? Oh, okay. It's just as Instructor Rean taught us. A bullet spinning clockwise screws right. It's this one. We learned it goes right. Easy. Military studies. Alright, Michael. Stop glaring. Choose the most efficient way of moving a squad during the siege battle. Oh, we did learn this too. This is just like the practice Schwarzer had us do. What a riot. Before engaging, attack from far away. While engaging, attack from behind. Obviously, it's this one. Damn, just one exam that day? Political economics. Did I learn anything? Probably with Toa. Oh, I didn't go to Kurtz. What is the term to profit generated via selling stocks and bonds? This one is... Oh. That was... I think it's capital gain? It's not income gain, because it's not profit, it's not income. Selling stocks and bond, I believe it's capital gain. Well, that was easy. I guess so. Art. Alright, Principal. This part of the exam will be a listening test. Give a name to this song based on what you hear. This sounds... What kind of question is this even? Give this song a name? Out of everything, it sounds so pretty that... But it sounds like a Trails to the Sky theme. I think this is a Trails in the Sky team. So let's go with the Sky one. And that's what popped into my head. Well, I guess I'll go with it. Last day? Yep, final day of midterms. Combat skills. During disaster, ensuring a source of clean water is imperative. Oh. Left is lowest layer. Alright. I learned this. Oh, we learned this from Instructor Rean not that long ago. I'm not feeling confident at all. I should be able to narrow down the answers. I can afford to get this wrong. What a pain in the ass. I learned that from the paper in the office. It was cloth, charcoal, sand, and pebbles. Yep. Alright, I got this one for sure. I'm a little surprised I remember that.
Well, pretty sure that's right. Thank you, Instructor Rean.
Got it. Alright, let's see how my students did. Thus, the week of exams came to a close without incident. Oh well, I'm not going to get the results yet. While some students felt unease at the thought of their scores, most reveled in the sense of freedom that can only come after exams are over. And by the principal's decree, a special class was held that afternoon to allow the students to relax and celebrate the end of their exams. Swimming.
Not a bad view.
Jeez,
Don't
Ash.
forget, we are still in the middle of class.
Instructor Rean, please help me work on my swimming form.
Muse? Hey! Why are you trying to drag him into the changing room?
Lady Arch, this time for sure.
Aww, Altina.
What a nice little pool party.
Agreed. Everyone sure is lively.
I mean, are we just not gonna check out that beauty back there? Whew, Principal Le Guin, Jesus Christ. Those abs.
I'm sure they need to unwind after how hard they all worked.
However, if we're calling this a class, there should be some semblance of structure to it.
Or perhaps a competition. One we can only hold here.
I've some ice-cold drinks available for any parched throats out there.
With the festive post-exam mood in the air, Rean and Class VII deepened their bonds with the other classes. Eventually, Aurelia arranged for a competition between Rean, Randy, and Michael. As the competition reached its fiercest point, the special class came to an end. Ah, we're not going to say who won? Obviously, Rean. Oh, wow, it's already nighttime? All Class 7 is here. And Tita.
Exams and then swimming, I'm mentally and physically exhausted. However, you seem to have enjoyed yourself.
We saw an incredible matchup, so I'd say it was a successful lesson. That's some delicious looking cake. How'd I end up here too?
Geez, we're in the same class, so at least try to pretend you like to hang out with us sometimes. Tita, Yuna, this cheesecake you two made is simply divine. It goes well with Mr. Celestin's iced coffee too.
Agreed. It's incredible. I dare say you could open up a shop.
You think? It really isn't that hard to make. It's cool and light. It's cool and light, perfect for the hot summer weather. Tomorrow's a free day, but then next weekend we've got field exercises. And I hear Panzer Soldat training's on Wednesday.
Seems like they're usually tell us where the field exercises are on Soldat training day. But if we're shipping out next weekend, it's gonna be real short notice this time. Maybe the exam screwed us up with the schedule.
That's right. We need more time to prepare.
Perhaps they're making things more difficult for us since we've gotten used to the pace.
Still, only 2 days to prepare is a bit too difficult. Well, I suppose we got no choice but to wait until Wednesday to find out. And that will be the day we'll find out our exam results.
Oh.
Don't remind me. I made so many mistakes. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the rankings. The exams are over and done with. No sense fretting over them now. Well, look at you, Mr. Honor student. Of course you wouldn't be worried. Aren't you just about your results, Ash? Yeah. I'm just gonna have to go full throttle tomorrow, so I don't think about my score. Oh wait, we got keep training too, huh? Yes, though it depends on the professor. But I would definitely like to participate. I need to keep my senses honed. Agreed. The naval fortress proved very efficient for that. That makes it even more regrettable that we were unable to join the instructor's team. Well, I know we're nowhere near their level, but everyone. Oh right. Oh right. Speaking of the keep, there was something I wanted to ask all of you, Class VII. And that is, you're not gonna say, right? Oh, I have the cheesecake and a glass of iced tea. Great job, everyone. Their answers are written so well, I can tell they really understood everything. I don't want to start sounding like Instructor Thomas, but as an instructor, seeing this couldn't make me any happier. Tomorrow's a free day, and we've got our briefing at 3 p.m. They're going to conclusions. I'm pretty sure it's Heimdall. Alright. How's that cheesecake? Oh wow, this is really good. Yuna and Tita really outdid themselves with this no-bake cheesecake, they called it. Wow, he just finished everything up. It's 8:30 and I've made some good progress with my grading. Maybe I should go and cool off a bit. Thors armband. What? Oh, I can customize the Principal Leguin. Oh. Oh, oh my. Look at her. Gee, Louise. Damn. Now that's a beauty. You see the event photos? I don't know if yeah, I haven't checked the one of Jingo. That's cute. You still have a lot. Head back to the dorm and rest. No, what? If we went out, that means we have to check things out. But we are going to do that in the next episode. This episode was a little bit slow. We just prepared for exams and took them. I want to get that out of the way so we didn't have to answer them in the next episode. And we didn't learn anything. It was just mostly exams anyway today. Anyway, it seems like everything's reaching its culmination. We saw a few interesting cutscenes at the beginning though. So things are going to start picking up real quick, I believe. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying these videos like I am, please leave a like and share. That always helps out. Subscribe to become part of the Moonlight Army today. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. And as things are going now in the game, you do want to be notified of that and up to date. And listen to my stupid rambling sometimes. If you guys want to stalk me on my social medias, my links are in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So, take care guys. Bye-bye.